right, so 6 minutes to go in this one. Central Catholic down 8. Plenty of time, but you got to get going starting about right now.
Got to get going, you know, got to attack the rim. You know, again, you have 6 minutes, 5:58, so an eternity, but attack the rim, and more importantly, attack that offensive glass.
Overton in the corner, hit a 3 from there in the third. Has to bring it back outside. Cross is another one you got to be aware of. He can shoot the 3. There's Norrells. Kicks it back out for Cross off the head fake. Norrells to the drive. Athletic shot inside. Rogers to the defensive rebound, and Nelson.
You know, and that's what's so successful right here for the Rams. You have Nelson right in the middle. He's just covering up any, make a bad pass there.
Tough pass as Overton takes it away. But look at Rogers able to get back on defense.
Great transition defense for sure.
Central Catholic having trouble locating the shot. They go to Alls, and that's a big one. It's a 3-pointer. And they get the lead down to about 5.
2-possession ball game now.
6 for Alls. Wyatt penetrating. Foul before the shot.
Well, that's going to be 4 on Overton, I think.
Irish foul number 23.
That is exactly what it is. And once again, Central Catholic over the limit, so Rogers back to the free throw line.
And so here's, you know, free throw shooting wins and loses ball games. Rogers has an opportunity to extend leads.
Etan Wyatt 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Is scoring way down today compared to his usual average, but he has done a good job of setting up the offense. He's not able to hit the free throw. Norrells back for Central Catholic. Here's a 3 from Overton, and that goes down.
Don't look now, but we've got a ball game. 2-point, 31-33.
My goodness gracious, 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Rams are up by double figures, but that lead has been cut to 2. And a timeout has been called by Keaton Wyatt. He wants to figure things out. His team only up 2 with 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Rogers had a big lead. Central Catholic slowly but surely has climbed back in. It's down to a 2-point lead as we come across the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Rogers has struggled to score offensively here in the fourth. And away from the ball, an illegal screen. We're going the other way.
Nelson got himself tangled up there with that screen. They got him for an illegal screen in that situation. So Central Catholic opportunity with the basketball to take a lead or tie it. Now, here's the difference is Central has really stepped up the defense and just given Rogers all kinds of fit, not letting them do anything without ease.
They go inside. Norrells for the tie. He's got it. How long has it been since this game has been tied? You have to go all the way back to the second quarter, the last time these two teams were knotted up. Hayward being bumped. He'll drive to the basket. The floater won't go, and an over the back going to be called against Rogers.
That's Nelson.
And if it is, which it is, that is number 4. That's a big one.
It sure is, you know, but 3:38, I think you got to let him roll here. Tie ball game. He's going to have to be very smart here on the defensive end, not pick up a cheapie, and that's tough because he's a shot blocker, and shot blockers have tendencies to foul. Central Catholic show him the basketball, get him in the air.
That was the 8th team foul against Rogers. So John Zell Norrells will go to the free throw line with a chance to give Central Catholic the lead. And he hits the first one. He's 3 of 5 from the line tonight. 7 now in the game for Norrells. Second one up is good. Clutch free throw shooting from the 6-foot junior point guard. 3.5 to go in this game. Irish, a 2-point lead. They look to post up Nelson against Norrells. Nelson with the height advantage.
Yeah, he's got to take Norrells down on the block and post him up. Norrells very strong, but he's given up so many inches down there.
Wyatt played by Cross, goes for the crossover. Kicks it out, Hayward for 3. Just short. Norrell's the offensive rebound. Central Catholic pushing. Overton will try the three. Well, that would have been a backbreaker, but instead here comes Rogers. Wyatt going behind the back, a little out of control. It's on the ground. It's a tie-up, and Central Catholic is going to get it back. But first, someone's got to give up the ball.
Neither team wanting to give up that basketball. Jump ball, Irish possession.
Excellent hustle by both teams. You can see how bad each team wants it. And again, the winner of this one plays Northview on Friday.
You see Coach Floyd taking a timeout here. He's a full timeout, going to kind of get this offense in order.
35-33, Irish on top with under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 35-33, Central Catholic up on Rogers here in the fourth quarter. Take a look at this. Central Catholic has outscored the Rams 10-1 here in the fourth. Not a good time for Rogers to go cold.
And this cold streak is really carried over from that third quarter as well. So, you know, situation where Coach Floyd called timeout. He had Overton taking kind of an ill-advised three-pointer. You have the lead now, time and possession. Now get back to what you do. Work the basketball for a good shot here.
John Wyatt's team has led for a huge chunk of this game. Now find themselves in trouble as Central Catholic brings it up.
Well, that's an interesting point here. See, how long can Rogers sit back here and allow Central just to hold the basketball?
This press has been problematic for Central Catholic all game, or at least until the end of the third quarter. The Irish finally figuring out ways to break it.
You see, Rogers going to have to step a second defender out here to stop these two from throwing it back and forth.
Look at Central Catholic. This is their brand of basketball, slowing it down, locating a good shot. Is the crowd getting restless? Norrell's dribbling in the corner. Overton wants this three, has the three!
That's a big one there. Penetration by Norrell, found Overton with his hands and feet set, knocked it down.
He's now got 14, and that lead for Central Catholic up to 5. 2 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. They go inside for Nelson. He turns and hits.
Deshaun Nelson.
Big shot for Deshaun Nelson. He's got 15. And a quick timeout, just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. The Central Catholic Fighting Irish a 38-35 lead as we take a look at how they're able to break down this zone.
You know, anytime you make a defense that is a zone defense extend like that, if you can beat that initial trap as Knowles did, great strength to penetrate. They got to help on his penetration. Overton with his hands and feet set, knocked the shot down.
All right, coaching question for you. You just called that timeout. You told him no threes. He comes back then and shoots a three. What do you say to him?
Well, yeah, I don't think it was a no-three situation. That was a controlled three there. That was penetration. He had his hands and feet set. That's a great shot. However, the last one, he's dribbling down, fast break, full speed, guy in his face, two different threes.
So big difference. And the fact he made the shot, too.
Well, right.
That certainly helps the situation.
Anytime it goes in, it's a great shot, right?
Absolutely. Minute 50 to go here in this Division I sectional semifinal game. Central Catholic and Rogers. The Irish up 3 after coming back from double figures in the second half.
You see Rogers extend a little 1-3-1, going to trap right there in the half court, and they got him.
Overton in trouble, and a timeout called by Central Catholic. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Rogers got exactly what they wanted out of that 1-3-1 half court trap there. You know, it's like, it's amazing. There's like an invisible glass wall that kids get across half court and just stop there in that beautiful trapping zone. Coach Floyd able to call a timeout before the trap got to him.
Timeout situations, both teams with 2. That's something we'll keep an eye on down the stretch the rest of the way. How impressed with you are you with Central Catholic? They never really panicked, even though they were down by double figures in the second half.
Well, you know, an interesting thing, though, Coach Floyd puts his starters all down on the bench. And it was an eye-opener for them. They came out with different energy. They came out with different intensity. They attacked the glass. You know, it's just that little bit of a focus, and that, you know, kudos to Coach Floyd stepping in there and saying, all right, take a second and think about this.
41 to go here, fourth quarter. Irish 3-point lead. They've got the basketball. Rogers, again, has been kept in check here in this fourth quarter. They're going to need a turnover and then a bucket. Marshall back outside for Alls.
And Kersjack is going to have to step up there in that high post and take away Marshall.
At one point, do you foul to get the ball away from them? Oh, they go down inside and a turnover. Nearly a turnover. Yes, there it is. Out of bounds to Rogers.
Well, they're going to give it back to you. You don't have to foul there. So, you know, it's a one possession ball game. You still continue to try to get a foul.
So 1:15 to play now. Rogers a chance to tie. The three-point shot has not been there in this second half. Nelson posting up against Norrells, turns, offensive foul. And that is number 5 on Nelson.
He's got to keep his head here so he doesn't pick up a technical.
He's going to have to sit. What do you think about the call?
You know, it's one of those situations. He created space by dunking his shoulder there, and that's the difference. If he just squares it up and doesn't duck that shoulder, probably gets away with that one.
He's upset. He gets the feeling that this game is slipping away and there's really nothing he can do about it.
You know, the difference was in that situation there is he tried to do too much. You know, if you catch the ball on the block in that situation, you go to work. But Norrells was able to force him off the block there, where you're kind of in no man's land.
Under a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. Irish a three-point lead in the basketball. Again, the pressure from Rogers. Central Catholic in trouble. Cole doubled up in the corner, and this forces Coach Floyd to use another timeout. You trap him in the corner, it's a full timeout. We'll take a break. Central Catholic up 3 late here in the fourth.